Welcome to Things Above Podcast. This is the place where things only go up from here. I'm your host, Taylor Jacque, and thank you for joining me for another episode. If this is your first time, I want to say welcome. I encourage you to listen to some of the other episodes because after each episode, I want you to feel like you're going higher and higher and find the encouragement that you may be looking for. So I want to start off by saying Happy New Year to everyone. I know a lot of us have put some things in place, wrote down some goals, things that we want to see come to pass in the year of 2026. 2025 was pretty hard, but what I can say that I learned in last year is that I'm resilient and I'm indestructible and to keep going. Things are not always as they appear. So if God is urging you to look again at something, take a closer look at it. It may be something that you missed. Which brings me to the topic of today's episode. And this is episode 40, and we're going to call it the hard shift. So just yesterday, I received a phone call from a supervisor, and basically I was laid off from my job. Currently, I'm a single mother with only $69 to my name right now, and I have bills that are due. From normal human understanding, it would be only right for me to panic in a situation such as that. But surprisingly, I have an overwhelming peace because I didn't really like the job anyways. But I was comfortable with the money coming in every week, and I was able to take care of some of the things that I needed to take care of. But sometimes things like that happen because God is pushing us in another direction. And He knows that we get comfortable and we sit in things that we don't like, that's not serving any purpose at the time. But as long as it's convenient, we would see it through to our own detriment. And this is what I will call a hard shift. And I bet you're thinking to yourself, what a way to start off the year, right? But let's look at it like this. Every closed door is redirection. It's an opportunity to start something new or to pick up the dreams and the hopes and the goals that you put in a box because you were comfortable in your current situation. I don't know about y'all, but I like to be comfortable. And being comfortable, I can stay in a place forever without walking in purpose, without doing too much of anything because I'm comfortable. So there are some hopes and dreams that I put on the back burner, even my purpose, but God is allowing me to revisit those things, to take those things out of the box and strive to use my gifts and my talents to their fullest potential. And the thing is, for a lot of us, it's either now or it's never going to happen. You are either going to sink or you're going to swim. Learn to make lemonade out of lemons. There is something that I want you to keep in mind, that God allows doors to be closed and things don't always go the way we want them because He has better. And He is calling a lot of us to live a higher standard of life, a higher quality of life. And I'm not talking about finances. I'm talking about a quality of life that's equivalent to our purpose and what we're supposed to be doing in this life. Back in October, I had to step out on faith and leave my apartment. And if I wouldn't have walked away from it, looking at it in hindsight, I would have ended up losing it anyway. It would have been ripped out of my hands. Sometimes we have to sacrifice. We have to forfeit the things that we need or that we feel like we need to get by because it's God's way of showing us where our hindrances, our setbacks, our delays, where they lie. He shows us all the things that we put our faith in besides Him. And the thing to learn is no good season, nothing lasts forever. You're either evolving with the season or you're content and you're staying stagnant in a season that's crumbling anyway because the time is up in that particular place, in that area that you once thrived in your life. I would rather for God to be pushing me along than to be left alone in a season that's crumbling anyway. When I said that, I just thought of the Bible passage about Sodom and Gomorrah. When you think about it, Lot had a hard shift. He had to be uprooted from a place that he called home, a place that was so wicked, but him and his family learned to adapt to the ways and the customs of those people. And God doesn't give us blessings to take them away. But when the blessing becomes tainted, you have to walk away for it to be restored or to move on to something new, something better. That way, that blessing that became tainted doesn't change you in the process. Nonetheless, on this road of life, we have to expect the unexpected. We have to be aware of every shift, every turn, every detour, every area of construction. Things are ever evolving, ever changing. Nothing stays the same, and we should not be afraid of change because change brings us through the seasons that we need to go through to become the people that we should become in this life. When the door closes and there is a detour in your path, it's not the end, it's a different beginning. Those gifts and those talents that you put away in the process of being comfortable in your last season, take them off the shelf, dust them off, and begin to sit with God and ask Him, how can you perfect those things in which He has given you? And go with what you have. Before I conclude today's episode, I want to leave y'all with today's Bible scripture of focus. It's Isaiah 43:19, and it states, "For I am about to do something new. See, I have already begun. Do you not see it? I will make a pathway through the wilderness. I will create rivers in the dry wasteland." Well, I hope y'all enjoyed today's episode. This is Things Above Podcast, the place where things only go up from here. I'm your host, Taylar Jacque. Until next time.